Welcome to Middle Class Matters. Business news in English from Dr CMA Alagesan on the CAG audit report number 19 of 2023 on Bharatmala pariyojana, the road project from Government of India, scam of rupees 7,50,000 crore in the road project executed by Government of India, part number 31, 6.2.1. Chakri Allahabad. The concessionaire commenced work at site with effect from 14th December 2018, whereas appointed date of the project was fixed as 12th January 2019, and that too retrospectively fixed through a supplementary agreement dated 19th June 2019, thereby unduly reversing the established sequence of events, resulting in concessionaire getting more concession time. MORTH did not furnish reply to the audit observation. 6.2.2 Anandapuram Penduthurai Anakapalli. Concessionaire started the project execution with effect from October 23, 2018, while the appointed date was fixed as 4th January 2019. MORTH did not furnish reply to the audit observation. 6.2.3 Kohima Jessimi Package 2 and 3. In these EPC agreements, appointed date has been defined as the date declared by NHIDCL as the project commencement date with the consent of the contractor. Further, before fixation of the appointed date of the project, NHIDCL should have acquired issuance of statutory notification under applicable laws for vesting all the land comprising the project and should have taken possession of the concession zone for at least 90% of the total length of the project highway. For packages 2 and 3 of Kohima Jessino, appointed date was declared unilaterally by NHIDCL as 1st July 2020 for both the packages by transferring merely 28.33% and 35.45% of right-of-way respectively. The fixation of appointed date was in fact objected by the contractor of package 2. The result of such wrong fixation of appointed days was that contractor of both the packages sought extension of time for 195 to 238 days respectively. This also resulted in skewed development of this stretch. MORTH replied in May 2022 that appointed date has been declared only after signing of joint memorandum by NHIDCL and the contractors. MORTH reply was not relevant to the contract as it failed to address the audit observation that appointed date was fixed in these two projects by merely handing over 28.33% and 35.45% of right-of-way, and that too by unilaterally declaring the appointed date. 6.2.4 Manu Lalchara Package 1. Appointed date of the project was declared as 15th July 2020 after handing over of only 42% right-of-way to the contractor, without signing any memorandum of inventory unilaterally by NHIDCL. This also resulted in skewed development of this stretch. MORTH did not furnish reply to the audit observation. 6.2.5 Charuchandapur GOI Package 1B and 2B. The appointed date was fixed as 1st July 2020 and 5th August 2020 respectively for packages 1B and 2B after handing over of merely 31.78% and 34.59% right-of-way respectively to the contractor. MORTH replied in May 2022 that appointed date has been declared after signing of joint memorandum between NHIDCL and the contractors. Reply of MORTH may be viewed in the light of the fact that it did not address the audit observation regarding fixing of appointed date without ensuring minimum requisite right-of-way. 6.2.6 Delhi Meerut Expressway. Agreement for this project was signed on 11th January 2018. Appointed date fixed on 27th February 2018. However, there was no right-of-way available with NHAI, which could be handed over to the contractor. The requisite right-of-way was handed over to contractor up to 10th December 2019, only after around 21 months from the appointed date which ultimately delayed the projects by 19 months as the provisional completion certificate was issued with effective date of 31st March 2021 as against the original scheduled completion date of 20th August 2019. MORTH replied in April 2022 the land was acquired by NHAI before appointed date, that is 27th February 2018, via 3A and 3D notifications. More than 90% land was made available to the contractor before appointed date, though some parcels of land were hindered intermittently by the local villagers, which could not be considered as an encumbrance as per the provisions of the agreement. Reply of MORTH was factually incorrect as the document available with audit indicated that no land was handed over to the contractor on appointed date and the requisite land was made available to the contractor only after a period of 21 months from the appointed date. 6.2.7 Delhi Vadodara Expressway Package 9. At the time of fixation of appointed date as 18th December 2020, project length of only 38.37 km out of total length of 45.464 km was transferred to the contractor and the balance land could not be transferred, which also included project length of 5.5 km falling in the Rothampur National Park, for which forest clearance was not available. Stage 1 forest clearance for the stretch of 5.5 km was obtained by March 5th to 2021, which contributed to delay in execution of the project, as even after around 2 years from award of the project up to February-March 2022, physical progress of only 45.21% was achieved due to work starting in the stretch of 5.5 km only after stage 1 forest clearance was obtained. MORTH replied in April 2022 that on appointed date 18th December 2020, 84.07% unhindered length was available. Length of 5.5 km was falling under the eco-sensitive zone of Rothampur Tiger Corridor, for which the proposal was submitted to National Board for Wildlife on 31st July 2020. However, clearance was not obtained till appointed date. To avoid further delay in start of project, appointed date was declared with mutual consent with both parties. Reply of MORTH may be seen in the context that appointed date was fixed as December 18, 2020 without handing over the minimum requisite right of way when in fact balance land included land of 5.5 km project length falling under eco-sensitive zone of Rothampur Tiger Corridor. Thus, appointed date in many projects was being fixed in non-compliance to contractual provisions, whereby contractors or concessionaires in some of these projects were getting undue extra time for completion of the project's period. Recommendation number 27. Appointed date of the projects needs to be fixed strictly as per contractual or provisions, and responsibility may be fixed for any non-compliance. 6.3. Other obligations of implementing agencies and contractors and concessionaires. 6.3.1. Obligations of the implementing agencies. In the case of HAM agreements, apart from grant of right of way, there were other conditions precedent to be fulfilled by implementing agencies before declaration of appointed date. That is, approval of general arrangement drawings for road, rail, overbridge from railways, and environmental clearances and forest clearances. Similarly, in the case of EPC projects, as part of its obligations under the agreement, implementing agency has to get general arrangement drawings approved from railways within 60 days of appointed date, besides transferring a requisite land and getting environmental clearance before fixation of appointment date. Audit observed the following during test check. 6.3.1.1 Kajula Pongol Babe. While declaring 22nd May 2019 as the appointed date of the project, it was held that all conditions precedent were fulfilled and no forest clearance was required in respect of land forming part of the project right of way. However, 11.8259 hectares of land of the project was forest land and required forest clearances from the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. These facts indicated faults in detailed project report which were overlooked by NHAI while reviewing the detailed project report. The stage 1 forest clearance of the project was received on 16th October 2020, that is around 1.5 years from declaration of appointed date, while working permission was received on 3rd March 2021 only, which was 1.5 months from the issuance 20th January 2021 of provisional completion certificate of the project completion of the project. Completion certificate was issued on December 2021 with the back date of 30th October 2021 without getting stage 2 forest clearance, which was still pending, that is even in March 2022. MORTH admitted in April 2022 that due to non-updation of revenue records in Western Rajasthan, initially the forest land could not be identified. Diversion case was taken up after identification of land by Forest Department. 6.3.2.1 3.1.2 Purulia Barlampur Jantil. Railways approved January-February 2019 the general arrangement drawings for road over bridge in the project with modification to drawings proposed by NHAI, because as per the original drawings, pillars of road over bridge were coming on railway land. However, the same was objected by NHAI due to railways approval for increase in width of span of road over bridge, increasing its project cost. Pending any settlement regarding these drawings, appointed date of the project was fixed as December 12, 2019. NHAI submissions were finally accepted by Railways on 4th February 2022, that is around after a lapse of 2 years from its appointed date. Thus, due to NHAI not preparing the drawings as per railway requirements, it could be got approved after around 2 years from its appointed date as against scheduled period of 60 days prescribed in the contract agreement. This contributed to delayed commencement of project works for road over bridge, resulting in delayed progress in the project as detailed in chapter 3 of the report. MORTH replied in April 2022 that approval of general arrangement drawings was made well within the same time. However, due to increase in span length in the approval in contrast to the span length proposed by NHAI, the estimated construction cost got increased, resulting in change of scope for more than 100 crore. Hence, NHAI decided to resolve with railways by keeping the peers within railway boundary with request to revise the drawing suitably by consistently pursuing with railways towards economical design for best utilization of government money. The same was accepted by railways on 4th February 2022. MORTH in its reply admitted that it could not get the drawings approved within 60 days of the fixation of appointed date, which adversely affected the progress of the work on that stretch. 6.3.2 Obligations of the concessionaires. Before declaration of appointed date of HAM projects or BOT toll project, concessionaires have to fulfill certain conditions precedent, including admission of performance bank guarantee, execution of escrow agreement, substitution agreement, and financing agreement, leading to financial close. In this regard, audit observed the following. 6.3.2.1 HAM project 1 Anandapuram Pendithurai Anakapalli. There was delay of 116 days by concessionaire in achieving the financial close of the project, for which penalty of rupees 5.78 crore was not recovered by April 2022 from the concessionaire. To Vadodara Mumbai Expressway Phase 1A Package 5, there was delay of 390 days in fixation of appointed date for the project due to delay in achievement of financial close by concessionaires and handing of requisite right of way by the NHAI, but no penalty recoverable since 25th April 2019 was levied April 2022 by the NHAI for the same. 3. Kozhikode bypass. The concessionaire achieved 22nd February 2021 financial close with a delay of 898 days, for which penalty of rupees 27.97 crore was imposed, but the same was still recoverable by April 2022 from the concessionaire. It was further observed that the concession agreement was revised 11th January 2021 after accepting performance bank guarantee from concessionaire, which was issued in the name of a third party. 4. Gorakhpur Kirapta Package 1. A penalty of 7.11 crore was recoverable for delay in achievement of financial close by 287 days, 8th July 2019, but the same was yet to be recovered even in April 2022. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel. Please share it to your friends and relatives so that people will come to know how our tax money is being swindled by these politicians, bureaucracy, and the contractors as one group. Thanks for hearing and watching.